Hi Libra, and welcome to your January Lenormand and Tarot reading. I'm using my Magic Soul Tarot for you today, but we're going to put this aside just for a second because we're going to start with the Lenormand. All right. So the Lenormand is a method that is mostly known in France and Germany. And, oopala, oh, a little bit of conflict turning itself around. Oh no, that's too much. Okay, so mostly known in France and Germany. As you can hear, I am from Germany, so I'm really looking forward to bring you the method of divination from Germany closer. What are the energies for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in January. Okay, you start with work, the anchor. So work could be the focus, working in public, publicizing something, or working with groups. And we see this is about bringing peace and harmony, and either into groups, or maybe this is giving you a feeling of peace, harmony, and balance. So this is one thing that we have straight away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This whole thing, the anchor, is connected to work. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to lay out all of the cards. And then we're going to have a look into every area of your life. Love, relationship, money, finances, everything that's surrounding you. And there's another person. This person is the person you're dealing with, no matter of their gender. So just erase that image. Put the person in that you're dealing with in January. This could be a man, a woman, a friend, a colleague, could be a partner. Connected to work, we can, oh, and this is, by the way, your card, so we're just gonna make sure that you erase that image, and no matter of your gender, you just put your image in here. Okay. So, connected to work. That is this card over here. A couple of things I said already when I started the reading. You might be taking a journey connected to work, or there might be some sort of contract or conversation that is far away. You might be working with people who are not specifically at the place where you are living. So this might be work connected to people who are far away, maybe working with foreign countries, maybe groups that are far away. Usually this would be also connected to online services, especially with a far away energy, and then the groups. And group could be publicizing anything, which also I feel like could be publicizing something online. So what we can see here is that there are news coming in connected to work, or you're taking necessary steps connected to work. There is a new beginning. This new beginning is connected to even being self-employed, working in a big organization, or working alone. Or it is connected to some sort of independence, which obviously then refers back to work. Before I do this, I actually do want to finish that off. So working in the public with groups, publicizing something, speaking in public, communicating with the public, with the group. There is something maybe that you're even longing for, connected to these energies. You're moving into that. It might be that there is some sort of event that is further away, where there is some sort of contract connected to it, or it is connected to communication. We do see the change. There is some sort of change here connected to work. Some sort of unclarity also when it comes to a commitment, a relationship, or a contract, or some sort of partnership here. So while there are very strong indications for you doing something in public, being in public, working in public, new beginning, independence, again, could be a big company. There's also something unclear connected to the energy of the ring. Now, if we have a look at what is unclear, the unclarity is the scythe. So maybe there's something that needs to be cut. Maybe there is some sort of cut bringing in some unclarity, or something that is being cut away. Maybe you need to shorten something or cut something, which leads to confusion and unclarities connected to a commitment, a contract, or a partnership. We're going to look into that in a second, a little bit closer. First, I want to do the tarot cards and see what is your main energy. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what are the energies? Yeah, that does make sense, because you start the reading with the work card. So you put energy, time, effort and work into something in order to develop it, in order to gain that independence, to harvest your fruits, the fruits of your hard labor. So it's going to be a month where you are going to develop things, situations, an area of your life, maybe even your life further, because you're putting in the work. What's the biggest challenge for Libra? What's the biggest challenge for Libra? The reaching of a milestone. Now, it might be that you feel like the reaching of any sort of milestone is far away. Since this is the challenge or the block position, if this would be the block position, you could say that it kind of like feels like something is a little bit out of reach, a milestone is out of reach, or you're trying to make something successful. Basically, in any sort of circumstances, this is really the first success, something that you have achieved. So it doesn't mean that you're not achieving it in general. It might just be that it's a big challenge to achieve this milestone or this certain success. What is the advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? The advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Focus on your long-term plans, on your long-term goals. The 10 of Pentacles tells me about long-term success, basically. It's also your life in general. So what are the elements of your life that give you stability? What do you want to have in your life? And focus on your long-term plans. This might be connected to finances, it might be connected to family and the home life. Let's see how the month is going to develop. How is the month of January going to develop for Libra? Oh, there are 2 cards. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, by the way, we have the Star card telling me you are on the right path. There is new hope, new optimism for the future, even though for some of you, you might not see it yet because it's underneath. It's an energy that is here already, so it's a message that is coming through, but obviously it's at the bottom of the deck, so it's the last card if I would have just picked up from above. But it is there telling me you are on the right path. The Chariot and the 6 of Pentacles. Maybe you're moving ahead and being very much focused on something from the past, which is quite interesting because it's 2 opposites. It's like memories from the past, something or somebody from the past coming back. So we have that focused onto the past. At the same time, we have the Chariot being focused onto the future, being very much concentrated, using your willpower in order to achieve success. Maybe you're using your willpower and trying to concentrate and achieve success with something from the past. Or in some shape or form, you moving forward, being now very much concentrated, is helping you to move forward and let go of some sort of maybe even hunting memories from the past. So let's look into the Lenormand again and how this all reflects. Now, this is your card. Something is nagging on you. What's nagging on you? The energy of destiny or success. Now, there might be something connected to your destiny or to something that is really meant for you that is nagging on you. Maybe you are just questioning it. It could be, and if we just follow that through, the energy of success we have here in the house of the key. So I feel like there's some sort of solution, some sort of key to success that is here, but something connected to this success, or something connected, it does feel like success and future, and the success of the future, the success and the destiny where something is meant to go to. There's something connected to that is kind of like nagging on you. It's taking a little bit away from maybe the full joy and excitement of something. Maybe you're questioning, that's what I was looking for. Maybe you're questioning some sort of destiny or some sort of success. But then again, if I look at you, there is a successful is coming very certainly here, and there's a very certain change. And that change could be emotionally, but it could also mean being seen and recognized for who you are, because the house of the moon is about recognition. So there's some sort of change when it comes to you being recognized. And we can see that very positively here, as we have the Sun card, the best card of the whole deck, in connection to the key. So a success key, a happiness key, and then we see this big change. And also the keys in the house for success. So in January, it seems like you're going to have some sort of solution, some sort of answer. You're holding the key for a successful change, and I can see that here as well. We do have the combination here with destiny, so some sort of solution might be very destined for you now in January. Maybe it's going to clear up and you know now what to do, and destiny is basically pulling you forward. Having said that, there are also some conflicting energies around you. So some sort of decision, option connected to knowledge. So there could be some sort of knowledge, information, a course, something that you learn, where there's something connected to deciding something that is giving you a little bit of stress and nervousness. So a decision is causing stress, nervousness, hectic, and also the nagging energy. And kind of like that has an influence, causing some sort of conflict here next to you as well. So while you have a very strong, I would say, baseline, so in a way it feels like you've got a strong foundation here. At the same time, there are a few things that you're thinking about that is causing you stress and a bit of worry. The conflict here is actually in the house of love, or the house of something that you love. So there might be some sort of conflict in your love life, and we're going to go deeper into that in a second. But it could also mean that there's a conflict connected to something that you really love or that you enjoy. We're going to go there. Just let me see if there's anything else here. Oh, yes, of course. And then we do have the conversation. There's some sort of important communication connected to some sort of maybe even self-interest, or maybe you're being very cautious and careful when it comes to communicating here, because in some shape or form this communication, which might refer to groups or to work or to somebody who's far away, this conversation brings in the energy of stress and nervousness again. Stress, nervousness affecting you here. And maybe this is why you're very careful in communicating. What's being communicated? It's being communicated, that's interesting, your long-term plans. There is a new opportunity in your life opening up, which is connected to the public events, publishing something, or being in public, or a certain group. That's one aspect. The other thing here, well, we do have the scythe. So the scythe would also talk about what's being cut short. Maybe some sort of communication is being cut. We do have that here connected to something that you love, or to your love life. There might be some painful conversation, something, because there's like the knife is sharp, right? So there might be some conversation that is painful or that is sharp. Maybe this is why it's causing stress, and maybe this is why you're kind of like really careful, because I feel like you want to carefully actually go into the energy of stability. You want to protect yourself, you want to secure yourself, and I feel like that is your self-interest to protecting yourself and securing yourself. But at the same time, I feel like you're very careful with something here. This communication might also refer to family, because that's another aspect that we see here. Even the lilies can talk about family. So this conversation might also refer to something connected to family, the family. May that be your own family or your family of origin. So that's another aspect that I can see here as well. In your house is the fish. Fish might be, it's two different energies. It can be finances and abundance, and it can be feelings. It might be a very emotional month for you, or where you feel very sensitive. At the same time, it can be that you feel very abundant in the month of January, which obviously is a beautiful thing. Let's go a little bit further. Let's look at those cards. So we have the heart in the house of this snake. And the snake here is some sort of complication, as we do have the snake in the house of challenge or blockage. Now, this challenge or blockage is a part of a karma or be of a burden. So let's bring this all back together. Some sort of karma burden caused by some sort of blockage connected to the snake. This can mean complications. It could mean some sort of delay, or it can talk about another woman. Now, this can be a mother, a friend, a sister, or a rival in some shape or form. And that is connected to your love life or something that you love to do. So connected to that, we have a conflict and some sort of challenging, blockaging energy. So having a look here, the heart also falls onto the karma. So some sort of karmic lesson or some sort of burden when it comes to love or something that you do love. In that sense, it can always talk about work as well, because we can see this is, oh, this is super interesting. One second. This falls onto the public. So something that you really love, or that is close to your heart, or that really gets to you, which is connected to the public, events or groups, there is some sort of a karmic lesson or burden on it. The interesting thing is that at the same time, we can see that there is the solution. Something connected to a burden is like something is being solved. Maybe a riddle is being solved. Maybe you have the answers for this burden connected to the public now. So in that sense, that's a really beautiful thing. On another thing, if you just go into the energy of the heart, like love, there might be something that is like a burden onto your heart that feels really heavy, or that is like difficult. But then again, I do see there is something connected to having an open heart, openness in love, an open heart. And also the key is, obviously is opening something. So in a way, it's opening and securing something. So openness and security, in a way, is the same thing with those two cards connected to some sort of burden, which might also refer to your love life or something connected to the heart. There is a decision, and again, the decision is connected to the scythe. So maybe there's a decision to cut something away. There's some sort of stress and nervousness connected to it. We do see the energy of love connection, love relationship here. But also there is a little bit of stress surrounding it. This could also be a commitment. So a commitment, a contract, or a love relationship, where we do see this is in the house of the coffin. Now the coffin talks about something that is ending. It talks about something that is stagnating. So maybe there isn't any growth connected to a relationship or a commitment. Maybe you want to end a commitment or a relationship. Something might be nagging on you here. There's something unclear in the house of connection, relationship, or commitment. We have the clouds. Again, there's something unclear connected to cutting away something, maybe ending something, or about something like painful conversations or something that it was hurtful. So something could have been very hurtful here, connected to some sort of emotional connection or commitment that was very important to you. So let's, and we do see here, this commitment could be about work. It could be a work relationship. It could be a contract in work. But something is changing here with the stork. And also, if this is a relationship, then it would talk about something that is being anchored. But again, we have some sort of change here connected to that. It's going to be a very interesting month for you, because I feel like as well as, so the main topics for you are work and relationship, or work and contract, work and commitment. And there's something connected to these energies that is really shifting and changing in this month. Like I already said, there is a new energy connected to work and stability, which is really great. There might be a surprise connected to finances. We have something that has been given to you, which could be a gift of money. It could be something that is now like a blessing or a gift when it comes to your finances. Also, you're moving into abundance and an abundance of success. So that's also a really nice energy. There's something that is destined, something that is given to you, or some sort of destined present, some sort of destined gift, which leads up to a new beginning here connected to finances. And I feel like this new beginning in finances is also helping to make those challenges connected to finances smaller. There's help and support coming towards you. That's interesting. So all of this row is telling me something is being given to you that is going to be very beneficial for your finances, that are at the moment maybe a little bit difficult, a bit windy. There might be some complications and delays, or it's just a complicated energy when it comes to finances here. But I also see that finances are growing stronger through that new opportunity that is coming towards you now. Knowledge might play a part in that, maybe even a book. We have the publicizing thing, publishing a book. A book could be very successful here, but also some sort of knowledge. The snake in modern terms, that could be a whole different thing. The snake in modern terms could be about healing. So help and support in healing, sharing the knowledge of healing, supporting could be something also very important here. In that sense, you could say the heart is in the house of healing. So while there are painful experiences and maybe hurtful, hurt or aches, pains connected to the heart, at the same time we have this healing energy with the house of the snake here. Let's continue a little bit further. So, yeah, so this person is in the house of the tower, which could talk about this person being independent. Maybe this person is being withdrawn. There's some sort of conversation, a conversation about maybe ending something or some sort of stagnation, which then it's going to lead up to what we can see here is again help. So there's a very, which is quite interesting, because we have the card of the teacher there. It's a teacher, a leading, somebody in a leading position. And I feel like there's somebody who has an influence on you being seen and recognized. And there's some sort of help when it comes to you being seen and recognized. May that be at work, or may that be in other projects as well. This person might be, I mean, all of this row is just influenced here by that bear. So there might be a person, this might be the person who is helping you in some shape or form. And you're faced towards each other, which is really good. There seems to be, it might be a friend, it might be a very loyal person, a very trustworthy person. And then we do have the knowledge that you are looking into, and then what's connecting you here is the snake. Again, the snake obviously can be healing. Something between the two of you could be healing. On the other hand, there might be a windy road that is between you, something that is not like a straight line, something that goes left and right. Or there might be even some complications and delays with knowledge and with some sort of help. But in general, the two of you are facing each other, which is always good. So you're not having your back turned against each other. It's more like you're facing each other, being friendly to each other in that sense. But there's some sort of conversation about ending something, or that something is stagnant. And again, this is kind of like part of a conflict here. There might be something also around this person that is, there could be some sort of communication about heavy emotions, because both cards together can really talk about heavy, difficult emotions. And then connected to that, there is some sort of maybe strategy, a strategy approach to conversation, which is connected to a karma or a burden connected to that person, where then there is some sort of help coming in order to release that difficult energy. But I feel like the main energy for you is really about stability and work in this month, especially with having those cards confirming that. So I can see that you're going to move forward really successfully, either with something from the past, with somebody from the past, or something where you're really now focusing onto the future, on the long-term plans, means that you can finally overcome with that determination the shadows and the ghosts from the past. So this is your reading for January. I hope you resonated with it. If so, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to the channel, and I'm really looking forward to do your next reading.